I want to send a special shout out for all the people out there trying to figure out life, trying to make something out of themselves. Where are my plumbers at? I've heard that to become a plumber, you have to take a math test. So I understand a lot of people are like, what is this? I don't remember my middle school, high school math. Well, guess what? Miss Lala got you. Some of the questions that I saw on the test. How do you change decimals to percent? So if you notice the rule here, and this is simple math because me as a math teacher, I want to really explain mathematically how to do this, but I know you don't have time. Your test is going to be soon. You got to just kind of like memorize things. So this is the easiest way to memorize how to change decimals to percent. Move the decimal twice to the right. So this is what it means. If you have the decimal 0.25 and we're going to move that decimal twice to the right, this is going to be one step over because jumping one number over is 1. And then you're going to move it twice. So now this decimal is no longer here. It moved twice to the right. And this 0, when it's in the front, it's invisible, right? Doesn't mean anything when something starts with the 0. And when there's a decimal all the way in the back, it could also be invisible. It means 25 point, which 25 point really just means 25 because that decimal could be invisible. So 0.25 really means 25%. Okay, so I don't want to get on mathematically, but I can say there's 4 quarters in a dollar. That's why 1 quarter is 25% of a dollar, but maybe that's a little bit too much. Just memorize moving the decimal twice to the right. So if we do that with 0.46, we're going to move it 1, 2. The decimal's now in the back. It can be in both places. So it moved from there. So 0.46 really just means 46%. Okay, so now that's easy, right? Because it's 2 digits. So in reality, all that happens is remove the 0 and that's the percent, right? 0.17 is 17%. 0.11 is 11%. 0.98 is 98%. So that's easy. But what about when you have more decimal places or you have a whole number in front of the decimal place? It's still the same rule. You got to move the decimal twice to the right. So therefore, this decimal will move 1, 2. So now it's in between right there, right? So this becomes 77.7%. That's what happens. So 0.777 really means 77.7%. So now over here, we have 1 whole. What does that 1 whole represent? Well, after you move the decimal twice to the right, it's not a 0 anymore, it's a 1. It counts, it needs to be part of your percent. So moving it twice to the back, the decimal's in the back, it can be invisible. Right here, it cannot be invisible because it's in between numbers. You must put it. Only when it's in the back to the right could it be invisible. So then this becomes what? Yes, 125%, because that 1 hole in the front makes it 100%. And this part is going to make it over 100%. So this means 125%. And that is converting decimals to percent. On the next video, I will show you guys how to change percents to decimals. So stay tuned if you need that. Arriba la vida. Subscribe.
Thank you to all my subscribers on my YouTube channel, Arriba la Vida. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now!